Okay, welcome back. Let's talk about what is a database. All right, let's talk about what is a database. So, when you think of what a database is, think of organized data. So, think of organized data. Now, there are two keywords there. The first one here is data. And what is data? So data, data is the plural of a singular word called daton, which means information in its raw form. So we get information from data, which is the plural of daton. We get information from data, and then we get concept or knowledge. We get knowledge from information, and we get concepts from knowledge. Yes. I take that again. Data is a raw, unprocessed information or unprocessed or raw objects, if there's anything like that. So it has no, I mean, it is raw. So, and then we get information from it. So, collection of data, yeah, right, is what gives you information. So, if you have my bio data, then you have some information about me. So, data, think of data and the base. The word base there is like when you have a bath, okay? So you have a bucket or you have a shelf in your house, and when you come walk into the house, you have a particular place where you store your car key. You have another place where you store your shoe, okay? And you have another place where you store your dresses, right? So if I say keys here, if I say keys here, say keys. If I say shoes here, okay, if I say shoes here, let's take that again. If I say shoes, let's say shoes here. Don't know why that is trying to move around. Okay, if I say shoes here, oh, okay, that was right. So let's say shoes here, S, okay, and let's say your clothes here, and for the ladies, you see your wigs here. Now, you have given this data rather, a structure. You have your car key, you have your shoes, you have your clothing, you have your wigs, and all of these are in a structured format. So when you have it in a structured format, it becomes a data base. A data base. All right. So that is by the way. Now let's talk about um types of database. All right. Let's talk about database types. The first one I'm going to talk about is relational database. Relational database, SQL. SQL stands for Structured Query Language. Structured Query Language. What that means is that your this data is, let's start with SQL. Or let's just go ahead with relational database. So you have one bucket like this for storing your home items. Then you have another bucket for storing your books, right? For storing your books, okay. Then you have another bucket for storing your kitchen utensils. You have another bucket or another base for storing your kitchen utensils. But this time around, they are all tables. Okay, they are tables. They are table. This is table one, right? This is table two. This is table two. Table two. This is table three. This is table three. Now, look at this. Table three. Table three. Table one, two, three are related. So for you to be able to go out, you need your car key. And for you to be able to, I said this is kitchen utensils. For you to be able to eat, you need something here, whatever this one is, and then you have something here. Those are relational databases, so they are related to one another. So let's give a practical example. You are building an application where you want to store user's name. You want to store user's name, user login detail, that is email and password. Now you store bio data, personal information in one database, in one data table. Let's bring this back. In one data table called users. So this is one table. Okay. In that table, you have name, you have users, you have username, pardon me, and this is data type. We'll get to that in the future. You have email, you have KYC status, integer, which is either integer is number, phone, VACA. I'm sure you learned this in your variable character. You learn this in your JavaScript class, in the JavaScript module. Address, gender, image. Yes, hourly payment destination is top seller. This is a boolean now. Is it top seller? And you can see that it says disabled because this person is not a seller. Email verification, timestamp, when was it done? Password, variable character, created timestamp, updated timestamp. Now, this is just one table. Look at just one table. Inside one table, I have different information. And this table can hold as many users as possible. Okay? It can hold as many. This is just one table. This is user table. This is just one table. If I go to tour itinerary table, and this is it again, this is another table. All of them are interrelated because we will not know the person who have requested for this tour package, except we have the user's name. All right. Except we have the user's name. Okay. So let's go back to that user. Let's go back to that user. Let's look at the data. And you can see the two users of this name, phone number, and it keeps going on like that. Okay. All right. So yes. Yes. Even though this is number two, the ID is 18. Okay. But let's go to table. I mean, we're not going into that detail yet. So that's relational table, SQL, in a structured query language. That's SQL. That's the closest I can show you. Now, there is also non-relational SQL, non-relational databases, which is also called NoSQL. Now, the reason why it's called NoSQL, it means every table is a structure on its own. Every table is not relational. And there's also graph. Graph is using a very intertwined way of structuring the data. Okay, hierarchical database is one step to the other. I hope this theoretical part is a bit uh, understood. Now, because even if you are using AI to write your code, you need to understand all of what is happening in the background, and you need to understand that in case you want to adjust something by yourself, so you're not just asking AI to do this, do that, and you want to own the data. Remember, if you can't, if you don't understand it, then you don't own it. So you want to own whatever AI is assisting you. AI is not replacing software engineers, it's only assisting software engineers. Okay, guys. I hope we are clear with that. When we return, we will come to database types. We'll come to database types, and probably we'll take database services at the same time. Oh, we just did database type. Okay, yes, we'll go to database services in the next video. Thank you.